Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Roper-Roach, and I'm presenting my major assignment research mini project for the class Advanced Educational Research Methodology taught by our instructor, Dr. Peter Ely. For this assignment, I selected choice number 1. We were asked to download a data file, analyze the data using the appropriate methodology, the most appropriate methodology, ask questions about the data, and determine what we could report from it using quantitative methods. A description of the data set. We were told the data set are the super raw test scores of students from the praxis exam. You would need to massage or mine this data to get a workable data file before you do the analysis. And then instructions provide 3 screenshots of your analysis and write up the methodology and analysis and use to draw your conclusion. So in terms of an agenda, we're going to talk about my raw data analysis, the questions that I had about the data, and look at my data analysis methodology, both using Microsoft Excel and using the JASP statistical software. So here is just a snapshot of the raw data. And the first thing I noticed about it was all of the missing data. And as you scroll through the records, you find out that there was quite a lot of missing data. I noticed, of course, that, the data, test scores from 2020 to 2022, that the test was, of course, the praxis, and all of the appropriate content areas were listed. The scores were provided, pass and not fail. And then there were these categories that I didn't quite understand. So again, the data fields, we had the test date, the test name, the score, the test passing score, and the pass or not pass. And then, as I mentioned, we had categories 1, 2, and 3, 1 through 7, with points earned and points available. Wasn't quite sure what that was. So then I decided to dig a little deeper, Dr. Ely, and my content area is English language arts. So I kind of drilled down into that a little bit, and I saw that there were 10 records for 2021, which is the year that I took the praxis. And so I just kind of was looking through those, the passing score, the state passing score was 167, and just trying to figure out, how others might have performed against that scores. Of the 10 records, 7 were no pass, did not pass, and 3 passed. And then I thought, well, let me kind of look. I know I took it into it, and it was in March. So I went back to my results, and I think this is my record, Dr. Ely. I scored a 183 and on that same day. So it may be coincidental, but that was just what I was able to determine. So then I started asking questions about the data. What was the purpose of the study? I could think of a lot of reasons, a lot of purposes for the study, but trying to improve maybe test scores. I don't know. What was the hypothesis? What was the size of the population? What type of sample was collected? Was it random? Was it selective? Although participant names were removed from the raw data, was participant consent obtained to include the data as part of the study? And was the consent even needed? Did the study account for participants retaking? Like if I failed this praxis in 2021 and I took it the following year, or a second time in 2021, did it account for retakes? Is the study longitudinal? Is it going to run past 2022? What was the data collection process? And why was such a large quantity of data missing? I think those two questions kind of go hand in hand. Where was it? How was the data obtained? Was it from some government side or the praxis test side? Why was there so much data missing? And then what was the significance of categories 1 through 7, earned points and points available? So because I was a little timid about using JAS, I decided to use initially what I was comfortable with to do the data mining. So I determined, I converted the file to a CVS file, and I determined that there were 645 records. And then I went through and I started just removing some of the data that had a lot of nulls, like removing records with no score, or no state passing score. There were 6 that just had no state score but no passing score, and then other record 178 that had just missing data. Whether it be the date, the test was taken, test date, or passed, failed. I just removed that data. And then what I did was I sorted the data using the sort the sort feature in Excel, and to give myself different views of the data. Okay. And I decided to get courageous and use JASP. And wow, it was amazing. I went in and I used a text file. I uploaded both the text file and the CVS file, but I think I just used the text file, and I was able to just quickly and easily create these views that I probably would not have been able to, well, definitely would not have been able to do as quickly and as easily in Excel. So the first view that I have is the descriptive statistics. Um, I have the frequency tables, the sample T1 test with assumption checks, and Pareto charts for the test data and the test name. In conclusion, I found JASP was user-friendly, it's free, it's open source, it's great, and it was powerful data analysis, and it certainly outpaced Excel's features and functionality. That's the end of my presentation. Have a good day. Dr. Ely, I would like to add that I thoroughly enjoyed this quantitative research project. I've worked in the past probably more with qualitative research, but given these tools, I think that I can do either qualitative and quantitative and feel very comfortable. Thank you.